Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Got in some good riding, maybe some good racing, who knows? Hopefully you just had a good time. So we got 3 races in a row here. We got ZRacing today, as is tradition. We've got ZRL tomorrow. Race 2 of the finals. And then we've got our first ladder match, which is a multi-ladder. Our first ladder match, which is a multi-ladder match. So multiple teams. That's on Wednesday. I should be good and cooked by then. But that's just how it's going to go. That's what we're doing. We didn't end up doing the 100K, so I might be a little bit better off than we anticipated, which is good. We did an hour-and-a-half endurance ride in lieu of that because it snowed, which is not uncommon for this time of year. We'll get smatterings of snow, and it's not the end-all be-all. You can go out, but when I took the dog out for a walk in the morning, it was like pure ice on the walkway, so we just kind of figured we'll do it indoors and take it from there. I mean, it's definitely a rideable day today and tomorrow, but we got commitments. Hey, Doom Guy, good to see you, man. How are things? Long time no see. We're just chilling as we wait for the Z race that is going to murder me coming up. Yeah, it's good to hear from you as well, man. Miss seeing your content. Miss the big Doom Guy sprint, but I imagine that winter is coming for you because summer is coming for me. So we'll see the change of the guard. I'll disappear for a while outside, and probably I imagine that you'll be doing a little bit more indoor stuff. Not that by the sounds of things in your neck of the woods that it gets terribly cold. I think I was talking to Nathan, and he was telling me kind of what the average winter day is, and I'm like, well, that's spring. So, yeah, we're just getting started here. Things are starting to warm up outside, so we're outside. Now it's just a matter of avoiding ice patches and not getting eaten by early season bears. Is kind of the thing. It's we're planning on doing Longview Highway, which is known for its grizzlies, which I mean, I encountered bears before. They're always just kind of something you're cautious with. The sad thing is they've run faster than most people realize. Grizzlies are pretty cranky. Black and brown bears tend to leave you alone, but grizzlies, they're just too big and don't give a big enough shit to care. And when they're hungry enough, which is now, I don't know, slow, fat, old cycle is probably a good meal. It is. I'm riding in zone 3 at the moment, so not really that compelling to watch. Yeah, we've got to do our fair share of that. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, is like not even zone 2. Just warming up the legs and sitting on this Very, very casually paced. Bear chasing you down is anaerobic VO2 max. It's not good. It's not good. I had blackberry last year at the side of the road, and it's funny. You just kind of deviate to the other side. You can see it coming, and you get into the gears, and you're ready to sprint, and you're hoping that first off, that it's not interested in you whatsoever, and that you don't startle it. So the whole way up there, you're kind of trying to let it know you're coming. And then you're just hoping it's whatever it's eating at the side of the road, whether it be berries or something else, is more entertaining than you are. And then the inevitable sprint can happen sometimes if it gets dicey with cubs. Cubs are the wild card, but generally speaking, they're not that interested in you. Things can happen. It's like, we're not like Australia, man. Like, most stuff here doesn't really actually want to kill you, but it can kill you. Like the mountain sheep, they don't give a rat's ass. They just want to lick the salt off the road. But they have a bad enough temper that if they decide that they want to launch you off the side of the road, it's not going to be a fun day. Same thing with a deer. You hit a deer, you're done. Moose, also same thing. Moose are a little ornery though. At the end of the day, they can have a pretty bad misdemeanor or demeanor. We've encountered them when I was riding mountain bikes back in the day. We're coming down a very steep mountain pass, and there was a wooden bridge through a section that went over kind of like a swampy, boggy kind of section of the mountain. And as we were going across that, there was a moose, because it was a hot summer day, that had decided to just lay in the bog and put his head on the ladder, and he wasn't going to move. So we sat there waiting for him to move, which he didn't do. Some of the guys I was with were younger. We're like, oh, we should throw some rocks at it. It's like, that's not a good idea, because they can get pretty upset, and they're not really known for having predators that chase them down unless they're old and decrepit. And ultimately we had to bushwhack down the mountain a bit because he wasn't going anywhere. So that's Canada for you. I mean, even the beavers could be nasty too. Generally they're not, but you get on the wrong side of them and they'll fuck you up too. They're no drop bears though. They're no drop bears. What do we got? Did I even sign up for the race? Because I don't even see it popping up yet. I am sure I did. But you never know, because I'm that kind of absent-minded most of the time. Let's see. Let's go, events. What do we got? No, we're going. We're going. It's all there. It's 32 minutes away. As we continue to... Okay, that's interesting. We have lost all connections. Why have we lost everything? Well, that's not good. Well, I would rather that. 32 minutes, Bon. It is at... I think it's like 12 after or something like that. It's 32 minutes according to the app. I'm glad we had our dropout in the warm-up because that would not be fun in the race. Hey Miguel, how's it going? Awesome. Thanks, Bond. You know, ready for this, Miguel? Every race this month ends up on something uphill. I don't know how many times in the last, I want to say a couple months, I have gone up this KOM, but it's more than I care. It's definitely not the, take her easy, Doom Guy. Thanks for dropping in, my man. We'll catch you later. I guess it is that time of day for you guys, which I don't know what it is because it's like 13 hours ahead. So you're actually, have fun in the future, Doom Guy. I will see you tomorrow, technically. 0740. Oh, too early, too early. We're on the opposite end of the things. I just got off work and it's like 4:30 here, or 3:40. Take her easy, my dude. But yeah, that New York climb, I am not looking forward to it. It's, like I said, it's not the worst in the world, but it's got big enough ramps that I don't really enjoy it. My legs are sore from last weekend, so hopefully I last 6,000 laps. Oh, yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting. I watched some races for this. I have some interesting observations because I watched the category we're in. I watched the category above us as well in both ranges. And I was surprised at the numbers that were at the top of the table for, which would be, to me, Bs and strong Bs, maybe low As. I was just kind of surprised to see what kind of numbers were winning those races, because I look at our races and man, like it's it's different. It is completely different. And then I sort of went down a rabbit hole of looking at old races and seeing what people were doing. And yeah, I think this time slot has become a haven for some good riders. Because it's the numbers that are winning here would easily win some of those other ones as well, which is great, but also bad for me because I'm not putting up those numbers. But it's all good. It's all good. Getting pushed, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like I said, we're just going to chill behind the D-Pacer, get about 10K in, stretch and all that kind of good stuff, and get ready for this thing. Well, like I said, I mean, we technically moved up a range, and last week was all top 20 today. I don't know. It's we'll see what happens. It's I was looking at the pull numbers for tomorrow, and it's going to be a tough race for me tomorrow, I think. It's a pretty heavy number, but you know, it's whatever. It's only need 4 to cross the line. Hey, Steph. So I'll get out there, do my job for as long as I can, but I think those numbers are going to blow me up tomorrow. We'll see. It always kind of looks like that for those races. It looks like I'm going to get absolutely smashed, and somehow I managed to hang on somewhat. It should be interesting, nonetheless. But we're feeling all right, so I'm going to throw on the legs after this anyways and get the lactate out. I would say of the 3 races, tomorrow is probably the most important. 6:13, wow. It's getting up there, Steph. It's getting up there. I was making an interesting observation. Like I said, I was kind of watching some other streams just to kind of get a rough idea of things, and a couple that I watched, like higher ranking races, seem to go slower than this particular race, and I'm not sure why that is. If it's a time thing, or if it's a slot thing, or what it is, or who knows. Can't really make any deductions from it whatsoever. I don't want to do it. Well, you're up there with the crazy numbers there, Eric. I mean, that's why. I mean, if you dabble in mediocrity like myself, you don't have to worry about those things. You just get smashed anyways. But yeah, like I said, a couple of those higher categories, like, they are pushing more than the regulars here, which is wild. So I don't know if it's because this range is just where people drop in and then get boosted out and it constantly keeps things high, or what the deal is. That's the other observation as well, Steph. Is definitely the pack size thing. I think, in a weird way, if I want to get better results, I need to find a smaller field. But there's a risk with that, in the sense that if you can't hang, it's bye-bye and there's nobody to hang with after that. 693. I don't think anybody's just going in a direction that they want. You know, I always say this about myself, but I generally believe it. It's like most cyclists, we don't want to go that hard. We want to be as lazy as possible for as long as anybody lets us do it. And if you let us do it the whole race, that's what we're going to do. I'll roll around like this all race long. I have no problem with that. Don't want to race against crazies. This is true. This is true. And that's the thing. It's like, even when you start doing well, like any sport, anything in life, there's always somebody that's going to be better, faster, stronger, blah, blah, blah. 5 to 10 people. You see, I think that doesn't help. 5 to 10 people races, I mean, you just kind of, you end up, I think, inadvertently getting moved up maybe higher than you should. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's just one of those things. Like I said, it was a weird rabbit hole that I fell down today, because I was just kind of like, even though I've done this climb, like I said, way too many times in the last month and a half, I just wanted to take a quick look at it, and it's everything that I hate about climbing. It's what it reminded me of. I mean, I got my fill of climbing with the Bologna TTT on the weekend. That was bad enough. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I set a 20-minute power record, which is fine, but like I said, I'm a lazy dude. I'm a lazy dude. I just want to sit in, slow roll, you know, if I have to chase something down, maybe do that. But generally speaking, I just want everybody else to do the work and then me to push at the end. That's it. That's how it works. I don't like those little glitchy bumps that seem to be happening in Zwift. I don't know if it's associated with the light turning on or what the deal is, but it's it always kind of freaks me out because that's what happened with the London Pretzel. Is I kind of got those weird movements and then I was gone at the end of the day. I guess I can open up the betting for those of you who want to wager your hard-earned points from watching this stream. I did some Mass Stars races hanging for dear life, like 12 minutes with the A+, and that's still good, man. That's it's longer than I would last. Definitely longer than I would last. Whew. It's going to be a fun race today. Like I said, that TCT I think messed up my legs. I think that's a safe bet. Top 20 safe, and I think losers safe. Those are your two safe bets for today. Not much else. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if Peter's in the event. I saw him jump on earlier when I jumped on to start my warm-up. Well, and that's the thing. It's, you know, when you're racing with people that are faster, that is what's going to kill you. I mean, that's what kills me, is keeping a pace that I don't want to keep, and then chasing down things when I get spat out the back. Eventually, you're just like, you got nothing left. Well, and that's it too as well, Steph. It's, if you get somewhere where you're comfortable, you're probably okay. Like I said, we all have those little pockets of power that we like to sit in where we're comfortable. Look out for Jay Breezy in your race. Thanks for the subscribe there, Gavin. Appreciate it. I mean, we'll do that. What's Jay Breezy's claim to fame? I watched last week's race. If you haven't watched Miguel's version of it, you get to see that final attack that was put on, where that guy just went off the front, and it was wild. It was wild to watch. Hey, road cyclist. Good to see you, my man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Going with a Pinarello because that's just what I've been unlocking. Tomorrow we'll obviously be on the KDX tri-bike because it's a tri-race or a TTT. And then Thursday we're doing a multi-ladder race, which should be entertaining. That's a little bit later. I think it's like 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time where we start. Late start for me, actually. Should be interesting to see because it's multiple teams, not just the two, and it's my first one with the Dirty Crabs, so should be fun. I work with him and he's been waiting all week to race you. He's a fan of you. Oh, cool. Tell him to be nice. It doesn't matter, it's good. The more people hear, the merrier, and if I get absolutely smashed, that's awesome. And that can definitely happen today, because this is not a course suited for me. Like I said, we're going with a Pinarello with the NV78s. The course round isn't the worst. I might regret the wheel choice a little bit. I know Miguel likes to go with the, what is it, the 8.9s. So a little bit deeper, but like I said, the climbing is what's going to get me at the end of the day, and I need as much help as I can on that climb. I mean, I had a plan, for those of you who watched the Bologna stream, I had a plan of doing under-overs up that climb, and it went straight out the window. The 8.9s, it's a multi-team event, Steph, so there's multiple teams. It's there's a good chunk of people in there. I think there's like 50 racers in this one. So it's a big multi-ladder race. Like I said, for me it's the NV78s. They make up for my fat ass on the climbs. They're pretty much neutral on the climbs. They give up about 7 seconds on the flat. Miguel, like he said, he's on the 8.9s. Those give up about 10 seconds on a climb, and they give up about 6 seconds on the flat. So it's kind of like a trade-off, what you want to do. Hey, Lee. Welcome to the stream. So, I don't know, it's, the interesting thing is I think if you are, like, because they reconfigured everything, like, I know a lot of people like the Tron bikes and it's not the climbing bike anymore because it's more the Aero bike, but I don't know, I think if you spend the time and unlock it, it might be a dangerous bike overall. Oh, Lee, that was awful. That thing was awful, man. It was not strong at all. It was terrible. It reminded me in one race, I was reminded how much A, I hate climbing, and B, how much I hate doing time trials because it's just me and there's nowhere to hide. Because I like to hide. But I did set a 20-minute power record, so I mean, I will take it. My plan went out the window. I had a plan to do under-overs. It clearly, I knew it was kind of a lofty thought. The second half, in the flat part, I actually went harder than I had planned because I didn't manage to put out as much as I did on the hills. But that's just kind of how it goes. My next video stream, you can see me go through the wheels and talk myself back into the same wheel as I originally had. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Eric. I have this debate all the time with myself. It's like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to plan this. And then I do the same thing every time. It's, I totally get that, that thought. 458-8978, go two wheels now. There you go. the funny part is I will do it for races that are neutralized as well. Like, oh, what bike do I pick? What wheels? And it doesn't matter. I think I did that every Zwift Games race. I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, what am I going to do here? And lo and behold, could have rode the BMX. Thanks, Steph was not informed then. And seeing Eric pull away even with fewer watts key was a bit uninspiring. There you go. That course is a nightmare. It's funny. Like I said, you quickly forget sometimes how nasty certain courses are. This one too. Like those bigger percentage climbs are just, especially for me, not fun. Put out monster watts. It's awesome. Neutralized, I agree, you should get the most ridiculous bike. But knowing my luck, I would think it's neutralized, and I would be out there on the most ridiculous bike, wondering why I'm struggling more than normal. That's like when I weighed myself and I had lost 0.3 kilograms. So I went from 85 to 85.3, and then I quickly put myself in Zwift at 95 because I like to do typos, and then wondered all race why the hell it hurt so much. That's just stupid kind of shit that I do. That's how it works. I loved using the BMX Bandit for the Zwift Games, yeah. Ooh, those points are getting up there, Peter. They're getting up there. Now let's jump into the pen here, since people are starting to bet. Well, I don't know if that's a good bet, Peter. Well, at the moment it is. There's two people. What? There's two people. Three people. Yeah, I wasn't going easy on them. It was a team time trial. I had to apologize to my teammates because I started skipping poles early. I just couldn't get, I'd get up front and I couldn't keep up front. It was just absolutely ridiculous. But that's, I guess, gravity for you. So I was a very big hindrance for it, unfortunately for the team. Only 19 signed on. Well, if you 19 people are listening to this, let's go out slow. Let's not be stupid. And we'll even take the climb relatively slow until the last 500 meters, then it's off. And I'm on the sofa. I saw you, were you just on earlier, Peter? I could swear that when I jumped on, I saw your name pop up. There's as many people in the chat as there's going to be in this race, which is crazy to me. Well, this could be very well the race that I reclaim my title as the King of Mooback. It's been a while since I've done that. I mean, it's been forever since I have won a race, so let's just get that off the table completely. But it's been a while as well since I have been dead ass last, and this might be it. Who knows? Who knows? Here's me talking about it earlier, that some of these races that I saw didn't have a lot of people. Maybe it's the course. Maybe it's the course. I know Z1 signed up. They will kill it. This is the perfect race for them. I expect a podium Z1. I don't know if you ever listen, but if you do, we're expecting that. Well, if there's 19, there is a great chance of top 20. You pretty much just throw all your money in there, and it's probably you know, in all fairness too, like I said, if I start dying, I might ease off because tomorrow's an important race for the ZRL. Right now, we're sitting in first. Tomorrow has a heavy pull for me, that to the point that I will not be surprised if I get dropped off somewhere in France at the side of the road crying for baguettes and somebody to give me a ride home. You and me both, Peter. Like I said, I've done this climb so many times in the last month and a half. It's just, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. And I don't know what's worse. Sometimes I think the backside's worse than the front side. But it's, who knows? We'll see. We will see. I hate KOMs, but finished second in the ZRL race season. And see, that's awesome. Any podium ZRL, that is awesome. I am still ecstatic with the team's performance last week. If you haven't watched it, you should. Miguel is a fucking legend in that video. Absolute legend, because everything that he did in that race set things up. It was a thing of beauty. Nice. I stretched earlier. I actually had the foam roller out. I need like a stretch cam so you can see my my big fat ass get rolled out. But if you want, I can go grab the lacrosse ball. If you, I am predictable in that way. I usually, same routine. You get old, you get into routines. That's how it is. All right. We have 3 minutes to go, 15, 16 in the pen. Get all those top 20 bets in, and it should be good. The only risk is if 21 comes, who knows? I should change that last betting thing. The last one is loser, but we should call it the King of Mooback, because that's what it is. Thanks, Gavin. Yeah, top 20 is a safe bet for another. If we get going in the next 250 and nothing changes. But who knows? It might be a party. Oh, we got another dirt rider. Is that Darren? Who else we got? Who else we got in here? Could you imagine? You know, the world's a crazy enough place. I don't know if you guys ever watch like the Ocho. There's betting on the Ocho in Vegas. So, would not surprise me if Vegas had a line. You know, with some of these gambling sites that we have here in North America, I'm really not surprised that it's not a thing. If I could figure out how to populate the bot with live riders and stuff like that and odds, kind of like a horse race, I would. But I mean, obviously just for points and nothing else. But There. I am not a safe bet, Lee. That's what you should learn from this. Gambling is bad. JD's not a safe bet. Points are easy come, easy go. I mean, we've seen you roll in here with your pimp hat on when you've been rolling high. Gavin coming in strong with half his points. Woo! This course looks like a crit race. Yeah, until the climb part. If it was just the bottom part and screw the climb, I would love this course. Would love it. But it's the climb. The climb's going to murder me. Maybe I'll just be bad throughout it. That's the Arcus mod, Harkalaws. Hey, thanks for the raid, Scooter Bug. That other guy that went off, it's like 10 seconds down the road. And still holding like a good amount of watts. Thanks for the follow, Just James. Thanks, Bond. Hey, easy. Thanks for the sub, Joris. Four point five ain't happening. I'm just trying to make it difficult for everybody. My attacks are wearing them down. Hopefully Miguel's taking it easy in the group. Or attacking off the front. Whew. Ooba dooba dooba. We got up front Z1, Miguel, got Tran, got Brian, got some strong riders. That was the point. Lots of attacks. Want to see Miguel do his magic up that climb. Keep pushing, Miguel. Ah. Ah.
Ale, 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 ale.
Good on those two. I got nothing left.
Oh, the humanity, he is slower than a disabled sausage dog.
It's better than I thought it would do, honestly. Whew. Ah, nicely done, Miguel. Huge podium. Nicely done. Hopefully that little slingshot helped you out. Let's see. Let's shut down sauce on my end. See where everybody finished. I'm surprised Tran beat Z1, to be honest. I expected Z1 to podium. So top 20. $75% of the bets. Whoever bet top 10, sorry about that. I did try. I just, that was everything I had in my tank. It was not happening. Well, let's see where everybody's at. Oh.
JD, you're a Marine. What the hell was that? Get your sorry ass back into boot camp. Stat.
Well, I would kind of hope, I know we didn't talk before the race really, Miguel, but I kind of hope that you got the sense of what I was doing there, which was making the field chase. Doom Guy was here earlier, Lee. He was on Twitch, though. Dropped in to say hello. That's hence why the Doom Guy made an appearance, asked me to go back to boot camp. He's getting ready for winter. Wants me to put out some better numbers. But he shall return. Doom Guy never goes away. He just takes a break and then gives them all a hell. So yeah, it's, I mean, the bottom part of that course is perfectly suited for me. Yeah, and from what, like, I didn't see his numbers, but Peter was saying he's really good. And, I mean, if you know what I'm going to do, and you let everybody else chase it down, it's going to make your life easier on the climb. Like, I mean, I'm happy with 11th place on the climb, like, to be honest, given that. And then, I mean, I did push. Yeah, Juan is a tiny rider. They race flats, and they get punished. Yeah. Yeah. And but when it comes to climbing, she's up there. She's up on top. It's she's from Malaysia, so I mean, hopefully, I mean, if she ever watches this stream, I go to Malaysia for martial arts every little while, so maybe next time. I always go to Penang, and then go to Kuala Lumpur, and then go to Malacca, and then usually go back to Singapore. Next time I kind of hope to maybe do a bike packing trip. It's hard though, because I have a lot of obligations when I go there, and it's tiring for usually at least the first week or two. Yeah, it's true. Although it worked well the one time, because you came up to me and then over the top and then went off the front. So I mean, it's as long as you get that counter. Like if you have a third rider, then it's really good, because then it's like one attacks, you let the group catch up, and then when you sort of get that momentum of the group going through the person that they've just caught down, the other person that has momentum goes, and the person that's targeted to do well, he just kind of sits in there and does no work while everybody else burns a bunch of matches. Yeah, you did awesome, man. The Duke was 15th. And Jay Breezy, thanks for joining the race, man, by the way. If you're watching this afterwards or if you're watching now on the bike, we appreciate that, man. Join us all the time. 20th place, that's awesome. So yeah, it's he just finished. So right there, we got Jabrizi. So nice riding by everybody. Sorry, Jabrizi, if we made this a little crazy. I think everybody knew it was going to be different when I go out doing, 500-600 watts off the front right at the beginning. It's going to be a different race. I just figured, like I said, I know what my weakness is. I know I'm a bad climber. This one has at least a little bit of rest. You can kind of breathe and punch, but still, it's not suited. I'm not suited for it. And I would have liked to have broken that top 10 there, but like chasing those two guys down, and then I just didn't have enough for the last 400 meters. I was just completely out of it. But that's how that stuff goes. But I was like super pumped to see Miguel stick on my wheel knowing that I was suiciding that first thing and get a nice big launch, because it will have shattered the group completely, and that's the only thing I can do in these things is kind of break things down. But we'll see. I'm going to have to put the boots on because tomorrow, like I said, team time trial, my pull numbers are spicy. It's going to be a tough race, but like I said, we're sitting in first, and pressure's on now, I guess, to actually continue with the momentum that we've got. I thought we had a really big hill on this course. I'm glad it wasn't as steep as it could have thought it before the KOM. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not the worst climb in the world, but it's not the I don't like it, but that's just me, and clearly Peter doesn't like it either. Harlem Hill on that route. No Harlem Hill. Harlem Hill. Yeah, it's I don't know, the glass in New York is not so fun. Has anybody ridden the cobbles yet? I rode the cobbles yesterday after I rode them Saturday after the Bologna. I rode the cobbles. They're pretty cool. I think that'll be some fun racing. I kind of like what they've done with that. I think France, the way it all intertwines and stuff like that, you could probably make some amazing routes and some amazing long races too, which will be interesting as well. I'm really kind of excited to see what they do with that overall. It's kind of nice. It's nice to see them add in. We've had a lot of courses for a long time, but they've really, over the last few years, really pushed for expansion, which is awesome to see. The 750, that's a long sprint. Oh my God. I rode the cobbles on the 45-mile course. It was fun, yeah. It's really kind of interesting. I think from a video game kind of perspective, I think something that they could really do in the future, I mean, obviously not now, that would make it really, really interesting, especially with the steering, is that on the cobbles is have like a best line, where it's like, it's all cobbles, but you've got a best line where it's smoothest. Like anybody that's ridden any kind of dirt or rough road or cobbles or even gravel or anything like that, it's not about going straight all the time. Like the fastest route is not always the tightest line. The fastest route sometimes deviates you off, especially in gravel. Like here, what happens is you get wheel lanes. So it's like, it's rock hard, the gravel's pushed to the side, and you can get really going once you get in those smooth things. But you got to be careful because when they get muddy, a lot of times they get rutted, so you got to avoid those things as well. So best line. So I think it would be really kind of cool, especially in a big race if you've got a big group, because there is some advantage in that way to be the first rider through, or being, you know, lead the pack through, or whatever the case may be. I think it could make for some really interesting tactics. I mean, the game will evolve over time, and I mean, as much as it is physical and racing, it's nice to have those other aspects to it as well, because then it's not just like a complete power fest. I think steering's done that, but I think that's kind of a neat idea. I don't think they'll do that for quite some time. I mean, they've got to get virtually everybody on steering. I think really, you know, if Eric Min ever happens to stumble across one of my videos and me talking about this, like, by all means, talk to me. I mean, a wealth of little bits of ideas, but I like the Zwift plays. The Zwift plays are great. I like that they're ergonomic. They fit with the handlebars, all that kind of stuff. I mean, they don't work well with mountain bike riders, but I think the best thing that they can do, because like being in Canada, we didn't have Zwift play controllers for a long time until the WTRL, which is in my city, brought them in. And even me, I had to buy them off eBay used in order to get them before they started doing that. But if they made it open source, it would open it up to everybody, where you could just take a Bluetooth controller, maybe put a thumbstick on, you know, set up your controls and be done with it, just like any kind of video game system. I think it would be advantageous. I mean, I know being in the hardware game that they want to kind of sell things, and that's, I understand that. I mean, they're definitely a business, but I think the thing to do for the steering, just the steering part, is open it up. I mean, obviously they've got things like the cog for your shifting, and that doesn't necessarily matter because you can run, like I am, just a regular chain and cassette, which is fine. But I think the steering would open it up. And I mean, they've done it kind of. Like I have that Sterzo, which is terrible. But I think if they opened it up just straight up to Bluetooth controllers, it would be a much better thing at the end of the day. I think that it would make it a lot more accessible to people. And then you could probably do some good things, some cool little things. And with the advent of shifters and stuff like that, I mean, you could probably just build it. You could probably just, if you could program your Di2 or SRAM Red, that would be pretty cool as well. But anyways, gents, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a lot of fun, even though we got our ass smashed on the climb. We're racing tomorrow, ZRL. Myself and Miguel and the rest of the dirty dogs will be riding Doucet, France. I think our launch time's about 5:30. So if you want to watch that, we'll be streaming that or catch it on the replay. And then from there, Wednesday, we're doing our first ladder race with Dirty Crabs. It is a multi-team race. Normally ladder matches are 2 teams. That's it. This race is going to be packed with multiple teams, and it is sure to be chaos. So awesome. But anyways, if you haven't done so, please smash the like button. It helps us out so much. Throw us a thumbs up. We're here every week, all year long, Monday, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for racing. You're all welcome to join us. Jay Breezy, thanks for joining us this week. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully we see you next week, and hopefully we'll see some of the regulars in it as well. Thanks, Steph. Appreciate it. Also doing TTT ZRL tomorrow. Nice. We will check that out, Road Cyclist, for sure. Once you're done, throw it on the Discord. Share it there so people can find it. Nice and easy. It's a lot easier sometimes than the YouTube search. So just drop that in the Discord, share it about, and have fun, guys. We'll catch you all later. See ya.